Hey everybody, Mag here. Hope everybody's doing good, taking care of yourself. March 25th, I'm going to show you a couple of videos tonight. One is going to be how to graph parabolas that are in vertex form. So if it's set up f of x equals a times the quantity x minus h quantity squared plus k, your vertex is going to be located at h comma k, and then the axis of symmetry is going to be the equation x equals h. So whatever that number is, that's where your axis of symmetry is going to be located. So here's 2 or 3 examples I'm going to show you real quick. So if we have this, the vertex is going to be located at -3, -1. And we get the x coordinate from in here, and anytime something's on the inside of something in math, you always go opposite sign. That's how come it says the opposite of h. So I see x plus 3, that's how come my x coordinate is a -3. If the number is not on the inside of anything, it's true to form, so the y coordinate is -1. I know this parabola opens upward because there's no negative sign in front, so that tells me that this parabola opens up. And that also tells me that I'm going to have a relative minimum here where my vertex is located, which that's important. The most important point on a parabola is the vertex, because the vertex is always the lowest point or the highest point of a parabola. So to do a quick sketch on this guy, -3, -1 is 3 to the left, 1 down. That's where my vertex is at. I know it opens up. And then I know my axis of symmetry runs right through my vertex, and whatever that number is, that's going to be the exact same number. So my line of symmetry is x equals -3. And the vertex is at -3, -1. And as I said, that vertex is going to be a minimum. Alright? The other thing they might ask you about on besides graphing the parabola is the domain and range. Domain is what's going on with the graph horizontally, the x coordinates. Range, what's going on with the graph vertically, up and down the y coordinates. So on this guy, the domain is going to be all real numbers from -infinity to +infinity, because it goes left forever and it also goes right forever. And then the range on this guy, this parabola will never go lower than a -1, but it goes up forever. So the range on this parabola is from -1 to +infinity. And that's a quick sketch of that parabola. Let me do 1 or 2 more in vertex form. Say we have this, and this is also in vertex form. Notice there's no number on the end, but if you don't see a number on the end, I can still get my vertex. The x coordinate is going to come from in here. We go opposite sign because we go the opposite of h. The opposite of a -2 is a +2, so the x coordinate is going to be 2. There is no number on the end here, so that's just like having a +0 on the back side of that. So the y coordinate is at 0. So that's where my vertex is at. And then, by the way, I wanted to throw a negative sign in front. If there's a negative in front of the quantity, that tells me that the parabola is going to open downward. And when the parabola, if there's a negative sign, it opens downward, and if that's the case, the vertex is going to be the highest point, and it's going to be a maximum, not a minimum. So a quick graph of this. The vertex is going to be at 2, 0. It's going to open downward because of the negative sign. 2, 0 is where my vertex is at. It's going to be a maximum. And the line of symmetry is going to be the equation x equals 2. Once again, the domain on this guy is going to be all real numbers from -infinity to +infinity, because it's going left forever and it's going right forever. And then this parabola will never go higher than a height of 0, and it goes down forever. So the range on this guy is from -infinity up to 0. And anytime you do interval notation, whatever the smaller number is goes on the left, whatever the bigger number is goes on the right. So it goes from negative infinity up to a height of 0, and that would be my range. Alright, that's it.